The structure necessary to calculate cash flows is available in the course material slides. There are two ways to calculate cash flows: considering the financial structure of the firm, levered cash flow, and independently from the financial structure of the firm, unlevered cash flow. Here we will calculate unlevered cash flows, as our main focus is enterprise value rather than the specific financial structure of the firm. Let's create the structure of the sheet. We will start from EBIT, and then we will have operating taxes. These taxes are modeled as a percentage of EBIT. The reason to model taxes as a percentage of EBIT is that we do not want to take into consideration tax shields provided by interest expenses. Remember, we are trying to find the value of the company without taking into consideration its financial structure. The amount of tax shields is an element which depends on the financial structure of a firm and therefore should not be considered. Once we have taken into consideration operating taxes, we arrive to NOPAT, which stands for Net Operating Profit After Taxes. It is a subtotal given by the sum of EBIT and operating taxes. Below NOPAT, we'll have to add depreciation and amortization in order to obtain gross cash flow. Afterwards, we should consider the investments in the three working capital elements that we saw before: inventory, trade receivables, and trade payables. This leads us to another subtotal: investments in working capital, given by the sum of the three items above. Next to it, we will consider the investments in other assets and other liabilities necessary for the growth of the business. Remember, each of these items was modeled before and waits for us in the output balance sheet. Next, I'll leave this small blank row because we will consider the group of fixed assets investments. It includes capital expenditures, investments in PP&E, and the so-called other investments item, comprising intangible and financial assets. In order to reconcile historical cash flow movements, we'll add extraordinary items. We have all the necessary elements for the calculation of unlevered free cash flow. Let's format the UFCF line as a total, and we are ready.